All right, we are ready for our next case, and that's Mr. Carl Jackson. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and your DOC number.
Oh, name 103095, Carl Jackson.
All right, Mr. Jackson, you're here let me first acknowledge your guest. You have your friend, Miss Doris Menard. So I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. And your stepmother, Miss Tommy Jackson. Thank y'all for being there and support. Miss Tommy will be speaking on your behalf. We'll call on her shortly for her remarks. First, let me just read some identifying information, Mr. Jackson. You are classified as a first felony offender. You're seeking a commutation of your sentence. You were sentenced in Jefferson Davis Parish in April 1982 to life for first-degree rape. Is that information correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Your case has been assigned to Mr. Freeman this morning, seated to my far right. Mr. Freeman?
Okay, Mr. Jackson, first tell me, what did you do to get yourself in this situation, and what have you done to think that you have changed enough that we should consider letting you out today?
Well, I have shot myself enough from drinking, having partying and stuff like that. But, and then, I ended up in trouble, off the porch, off in trouble.
I mean, get a little bit more involved in that. I mean, I'm gonna ask you some questions later, but what did you do?
And the last thing I know, we was drinking, having fun, I did parties, having fun, and
So you don't recall doing this to the little 12-year-old victim?
no, because I was drunk. I mean, when I woke up that morning, they told me I was on, I was on arrest.
Okay, well, what have you done to help yourself since you've been in there?
Well, I took up AA, NA, stuff like that, something to help my thing. Help me stop from drinking and messing with drugs. You know,
Okay,
I really, sorry for I apologize to the victim and whatever I did, because I didn't realize what I did, But when I did realize, I was going to jail.
okay. All right, Warden, what do you have to say about Mr. Jackson?
Mr. Jackson is a medium custody offender. He's assigned to 104. He's a groundskeeper. Mr. Jackson came here at Angola in May of 2025. They had a big old transfer where they sent us some offenders and stuff like that. So as far as him being here, is not much I can tell you about other than that he's enrolled now in sex offender treatment. He did the level 1 portion of sex offender treatment.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Warden. Appreciate that. Okay, also, here on your behalf, Mr. Jackson, is Mr. Tommy Jackson. Miss Tommy Jackson, I take it. Is it Miss Tommy? Okay,
Yes,
Miss
sir.
Jackson, what do you want us to know about your stepson?
Oh, okay.
You don't have to stand up, you can talk from right there.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. What I could tell you about my stepson, okay, Carl Jackson, as noted before, he was transferred from Hunt here to Angola. He was convicted and imprisonment since he was 19 years of age. Now he is presently 65 years of age. He recognizes his terrible crime that he had committed. I know this factually because as many visits as I had visited with him within the past several years and everything, we had discussed this situation a lot. Also, since imprisonment, he has actually found himself and has soul searched himself also and noticed that he needs to focus on improving and the need of his life and the purpose of it. Also, since imprisonment, he has taken many, many classes there at Hunt, such as self-improvement, victim awareness. Also, he has AANA, where he had served and celebrated 100 years and as of a leader, and many, many more classes that he has taken. Also, too, he has not only apologized, as I was saying earlier, he is deeply sorry and apologetic for his crime, and also sorry for all that he had put his victim through from emotional childhood through her becoming a grown woman at this time. If granted clemency, I would be responsible for him. I would provide a safe living environment for him. Also, seeing his needs that he needs to further in education, getting the GED. Also, I would take mental health, and also he did take some mental health classes. I would see that he would get some mental health assistance, all his health care needs, and all other resources that he would be eligible for. Also, I would help him with employment. There wouldn't be a problem with that because we do have resources through House Environmental. It's a cleaning agency that cleans with the plants, and they do hire former inmates. I've checked into that program and their need for that. We greatly appreciate, I do appreciate the board for considering this matter concerning my stepson, Carl Jackson. Yes, ma'am. May God bless, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak on his behalf.
Thank you, ma'am, for coming. Okay, Mr. Jackson, it's like you're not a man of many words, so, we need you to try to kind of explain stuff to us so we can make a fair decision today. Why did it take you so long to get into sex offender treatment? I see you've only completed the first phase.
Well, it started, see, when I went to Hunts, they started in Hunts. When I was in Angola, they wasn't doing it. I mean, they didn't have that, you know. Everything I tried to get into, they tell me about, put me on backlog saying they're going to put me in it, and then, they never get in it. I gotta wait, for it. Just back when I first came there, trying to get in class.
Oh, are you in it now, isn't it? Are you in sex offender treatment?
No, I was in it in Hunts.
Okay, but you're not in it yet at Angola. Okay, I
No,
got you.
I
Just transferred.
just come back for Angola.
Yes, sir. Why did you have to come back to Angola? Any particular reasons?
They had said that to fix the windows in the dome or something. Something had to do with the dome. They shipped everybody.
I got you. I got you. Okay, let me ask you this. What about what was that contraband in 2021?
Well, they had a knife fight in the dome.
Mm-hmm.
Dude got in a knife fight. They had two fights by my bed partners, they were fighting in there. And the thing rolled by my bed, I tried to pick it up, because it was by my, wasn't in my possession, it was my possession.
What was it?
It was a ball of mojo weed or something.
Okay, what was the contraband in 2009? That Mojo too?
Yeah, or weed or something weed. The last one, I couldn't say who it was for.
Got it. I
Just
got
took
it.
the shot.
Okay. You said it was alcohol that got you into this problem, and now you're in prison and you're doing Mojo. Mojo is worse.
No, I never did mojo.
Yeah.
I never took mojo. Never smoked.
Okay.
It never was mine, really,
Gotcha.
for my.
Gotcha. Have you ever had any mental health treatment?
I talked to some mental health people,
You're not on medication or anything, are you?
No, I never took no medication or nothing like that.
Warden Ambo, is there any, but I know he just got there, so it's hard for y'all to answer, but I see he's a medium custody and a fair work history. We don't usually see that unless something happens. Is there any, I mean, can you shed any light, or that must have, or he came to y'all like that?
He came to us like this. So it was the dormitory, which I believe, maybe was the Beavers,
Oh,
what are,
Could've been a write-up. Yeah,
yeah, so, I think they were doing some kind of construction or something to those areas, and then they shipped us a bunch of them.
okay,
Yeah, most of them just stayed afterward.
gotcha, appreciate it, Warden Ambo. I have no further questions.
I have a couple. Mr. Jackson, what is your level of education? What grade did you complete in school?
I never completed the school.
I know that-
I was in special education.
All right. So we talked about the sex offender treatment, and I understand that when you were first at Angola, maybe they didn't offer it, but when you went to Hunt, they had it. And we show where you completed level 1 in 2012, but you never went any higher than that. Why? Why is that?
Because they cut us off, you know, they never just go back to class, we never go back. When I come from was that David Wade? I come from David Wade. I went to Hunts, I was in the class, and then all of a sudden they just killed the class. And I asked the man what was happening, he said it was there. And we never go. We go every day, we go when they have class. The day they have it, we go there, they never have it. So the clarification man said they ain't got nobody else to run it.
Did you try to get in sex offender while you was here? Did you mention it to anybody that you needed to get back in sex offender class? Since you've been here?
No, because they told us we was going back and all stuff. You know, we going back to Hunts.
Once they gave you a job here, that meant you was gonna be permanently housed here. So
They
you could have
took
asked
the
for
job.
class.
They took the job from me.
Okay.
Because of the dudes.
So you don't have a job now?
No, they took the job because I got a permanent duty status.
Oh, okay. You got permanent.
But you don't have a job for now, so you got a duty status or no duty status.
You got plenty of time to go to school. So let me ask you this. You say in the application you submitted, you claimed you were innocent. And then later in the application, you said, but you're remorseful and accept accountability for your past lifestyle. What did you mean by all of that?
You know, like we do things when we're young, we don't realize what we did till we got older. Then we, you know, realize that it was wrong.
Right. So now you're saying that you did commit this crime.
I'm saying, you know, if that's what they say I did, I don't know what I did. I was drunk, I was passed out.
Oh, no. Okay. All right. I don't have any other questions.
I do. Child, when she was able to be discovered, no child's anatomy can stand being raped at this age, 12 years old. It's not made for that. So she was bleeding and she was in a lot of pain. And when they got her to the doctor, she was still bleeding. And she had a tear that could have gotten a episiotomy. So when you did that to the child, you had to have blood on you too. You forced all this on a little girl. So I don't know how you remember because there was blood everywhere.
They never took. When I woke up, they took me to the hospital. Doctor said I didn't have no, you know, I didn't have no sex with nobody.
Really?
And,
Okay.
that's what, you know,
She says you did.
didn't have
So-
blood on me or nothing.
Okay. All right.
All right. I don't see any other questions. I think we're prepared to vote. Mr. Freeman?
Mr. Jackson, you know, you've done a lot of time, 44 years, but that write-up in 21 bothers me because you were under the influence when this happened. Your lack of remorse bothers me. I can't grant today. I just don't think it's your time. And you got to have sex offender to get out with this kind of charge. You got to have sex offender treatment in my book. So my vote today, because of those reasons, is to deny.
Mr. Tillis,
My vote is to deny. I concur with Mr. Freeman.
Mrs. Stapleton,
I concur with Mr. Freeman, and I would just add the serious nature of the injuries.
Mr. Prater.
My vote is to deny. I think he's still a public safety risk.
All right, Mr. Jackson, your application for clemency's been denied, sir. Ornambo, can you get him in the sex offender treatment?
Yes, ma'am.
Much. That concludes our business there. We're going to sign off at 11:28.